almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else Checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. All right, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instant, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with Sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work.
And there we go. What's the any key? Tickety boo. So, as I recall, we did some stuff last time, and I got some new fancy weapons. So let me just do some inventory management. I really like that instead. Alright, weapons. Blast wave. The Ripper! Autogun, subcarbine, Civitas, shredder shotgun. Wow, that is fantastic. Modified lasgun. Add to cargo. The Weber. The arc rifle. The frack is this. Yeah. Oh, this is... What the fuck is this? Is this the big ol' heretical bolter? Ooh, I know someone who might need a bolter upgrade. Yes, please have a better bolter. bolt pistols. Yes, this is arrow comparison, the game. This is also inventory management, the happening. Let's put you in cargo. Let's split. Put those into cargo because I think that might be fun. Everybody who has a chainsword had a chance to get a chainsword. So, I'm not going to give anyone else a chainsword. Same thing with the bolter. Goodbye. You split. Add to cargo. The Ripper, sub-carbine. Wow, that sub-carbine is really good. Okay, so I've got a psychic body glove, which means that I ignore the first critical hit if my willpower is more than 40. Okay, my willpower is down a little bit. Efficient armored body glove does a lot of the some of the better numbers. No. Add to cargo. Split. Add to cargo. Cargo. What do we got here? Bunch of fun accoutrements. Okay. You need boots, buddy. My God. Targeted by power all of their characteristics. Hey. You got a better staff. Alright. journal. Okie dokie. So, okay, rot. Take a closer look at the belongings. Shadow quarters. Errands. Classified information. Okay, so tattered spirit. So I need to go there. Rot. Find more out about the game. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Where the fuck is that? Okay. Map.
Victory awaits.
Oh. Hello. Who's this bastard? Noble sir, a minute of your time. If you please, I am Bastian Indema Bastal Chorda, youngest son of House Chorda, envoy of Incendia Bastal Chorda, rogue trader of the Coronis Expanse by the grace of the Most Holy Emperor. And you must be the envoy of Theodora Valent. I noticed you arrived with the esteemed lady's ship. Chorda. They are some of the most influential rogue traders of the Cronus Expanse, but not on footfall. This station is under which is about to hear a most curious offer. What do you wish to speak to me about? You see, matter of utmost delicacy. You see, you have been to the residence of the Liege. Vladimir almost certainly appealed to you for assistance in the arrangement of shipments to Footfall. Von Valancian's protector is famed for abundance of main agri-world Janus. Odd for him not to see separate opportunities. Footfall is on the verge of famine. Chorda Dynasty pursues its own interest on Footfall. We have already announced our terms to the Liege, but he is stalling. I imagine hopes getting a better offer from you. Chorda Dynasty believes that cooperation would be preferable for both rogue trader houses. If you refuse Vladam, thereby forcing him to agree to a deal with us, Chorda Dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as certain other perquisites. Everybody benefits. Most loyal servants should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less with divvying up profit amongst themselves, especially when the well-being of one of the Imperium's worlds is at stake, even one such as Footfall. Behind your smile, Master Bastian, teal shadows swirl. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eye. What are you afraid of? Your house's wrath should these negotiations prove fruitless, or the wrath of House von Valancius? Uh-oh. Idra, who is yawning with boredom, flinches and clutches. They're coming. Again, brothers of the ones who came before. I don't get it. Do they have a death wish? My business is my business. No concern of House Chorda. Oh, fuck.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Are you ready to die?
And now he's dead. Alright, Cassia, you go there, because you're going to start, and you're just going to go womp and just murderize everybody. Argenta, go right there. Abelard, go have fun. Packy, you're gonna have fun right there. Idra, hide. Hide. Oh, there's a number of people right there. Hide.
You're clad in scars.
What is that achievement? Kill 5 enemies with 1 attack. Lovely. Okay, the front line is probably going to be
I'm
here.
afraid not. If I may.
The back line. Let's call that
I am a
there.
navigator, not a servitor.
And the rear.
Isn't
Here.
this a job for the serfs?
And now, tell
I'm not
Argenta
accustomed to being ordered around.
to do her job. And go shooty, shooty, bang,
As the Emperor
bang.
commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless.
High momentum.
Rejoice in battle!
Oh, I'm already there. Alright,
I'll
tell
show you
her
why navigators
to
are
do her
feared.
thing. Alright,
I'll do
run
it.
and gun to here, please. I also want you to
I will
Wildfire.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Eradicate it.
God, I love this gun.
As the Emperor commands, strike is a prayer. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I love how she's basically just taken out this entire wing.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds, you Emperor. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Twice dead, Lanny. Yeah, you're gonna be like
Doubt is for the
all
weak.
the dead Lanny now.
This is unacceptable. I refuse.
Okay, fine. Be like that. do you have? You already have. Okay. Just being in line of sight. Okay.
High momentum.
Lovely.
Request approved. Out of my way.
Nothing.
What is this foreboding?
Go have fun with him. And
On it.
do it. I love it when you do that.
But of course.
I will do my duty. On you attack.
Get wrecked. Wall of Rock Crate.
Victory is imminent. We'll rule the stars themselves. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Follow my lead. I shall not fear. I'll pass.
All right.
Nothing I can't do.
Meh. All right.
I'm here, maggot.
Hey, reinforcements. That's lovely.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands.
God, that's so much fun.
I'll do it. Eradicated.
No. I love how only one person shot at me that entire fight. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I love just going like, yeah, you just lost your living privileges. You lost your living privileges like a while ago. Just didn't really catch up until now. Sector 2. Hey, Lanny. Give me your shit. Sinskin. Huh. Okay. Who has the best awareness? You. Both y'all. But you take it. Also, I love how her model here is a lot pinker than her portrait. Yeah. Well. Let me talk with this guy again. Let's see what we got. Okay. Well, I guess if you squint really hard. Alrighty, so select tradable. Hide untradeable. Cost. You want holy gifts, jewelry, ship components. I have nothing for you. I want that chainsword. I want that staff. I want all of this. Heavy bolter. Yes. Oh. We'll figure it out.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Alrighty, let's go to the Shadow Quarters. Oh, mother fart, I am tired. I really need to seriously think about moving this to a different time. Because I am consistently just exhausted in the morning. I'll look at the schedule and see what we can do. Rogue Trader, I would like to remind you about Hieronymus's quest. Asked us to search for a potential cultist den. You seemed weighed down, but no. No. Yes. What? No. Being here on Footfall is difficult for me. It's a minor personal weakness, but I'm ready to fight as ever. No effect on my combat. If something's troubling you, perhaps I can help. Suppose you can share it with you, but the tale will be long. I have to start from the beginning. I wasn't born in the Expanse. I was sent here to be a guardian of a reliquary on Footfall, but my ship got caught in the warp anomaly. Although it lasted only days for those on board, decades had flown by in real space. Oh, she is out of time. When I arrived on Footfall, it felt like I had been erased from time. No one was waiting for me on this side of the maw. The people who were supposed to greet me, who knew about my imminent arrival, had died. The reliquary that should have been mine to safeguard was instead taken under the protection of Reverend Hieronymus and his brethren. They were more than up to the task. They had no need of my help. Footfall became my cage. I didn't know who I was or what purpose I had here. The way back to Calixtus seemed like another trap. Even if I were to find a ship headed there, my sector, my order, they too would have lived decades without me by that point. When I'm reminded of those months spent on Footfall, it feels like I'm falling into a pit. I hope the rumors of cultists turn out to be true. I can't wait to prove that my bolter, that the world and the Imperium need me. Jesus Christ. How did it come to an end? Yes, a sign, almost a portent, showed me the right path, but not something I can speak of like this. On the street in this den of malice. Let us be on our way. That's all I'll say of Footfall. I met Lady Theodora and joined her. And that's the end of my languishing. You know Footfall better than me. Heretics are true. There was a time when I'd have said it was likely a fabrication. One concerning many things about Kaspalika mission and the other shady operators on Footfall. But even those thugs are loyal to the Emperor. They mercilessly exterminate outright heretics in their territory. But now, heretics have launched an open attack on a rogue trader's ship. A member of your dynasty, Kurtner Vartir, has turned out to be one of them. Footfall itself is sinking deeper and deeper into madness. In these times of strife, I'm willing to believe in heretics who openly perform the dark brazenly mark their dens with sacrilegious symbols. What did Hieronymus want from us? Look for sun symbols in blue and gold. We must keep going. Map. It's the map. It's the map.
Let
It's
us
the
see what
map.
I found.
The Shadow Quarters. When I was last on Footfall, I used to take my weapon and wander this area, anticipating an encounter with a mutant or a bandit.
Why are your recollections of this so blue? And the more you talk about it, the darker the blue becomes.
Because she's blue, dabba dee dabba die. Dabba dee dabba die. Dabba dee dabba die. God, this is a bigger rat's nest than my own ship.
There.
Da-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
I did it.
Follow my lead.
Don't mind me. I'm recycling. Who holds a flamer like that, idiot? We're almost refueled here. We'll show you how it's done. And holding it sideways, upside down. I'm just not feeling it anymore. That's all. The guy's pretty much a cinder now. It's a lot more fun when he was alive and thrashing about. Do I see someone I'm going to have to murder in 3 seconds? Well, it's not murder if the Emperor says I can do it, right? Huge walls that rise from the chaotic buildings of a far strikingly different from the small houses and squalid huts sitting under the soaring arches. I love some of this grandness. Like this is essentially the halls of Khazad-dûm. Like the mines of Moria. Like this is the mines of Moria. The bones of this, with hovels built in it, like well, in space. Reminds me of stories I've heard about the Roman Colosseum, where in several times post-antiquity, it was essentially used as housing or shelter, or like people literally built huts and residences in the Colosseum. It's just like, yes, look at all of this majesty, look at all of this grand architecture. Yeah, I live in a cardboard box about 30 yards that way.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
More training targets. Okay, Cassia. You're gonna go there. You, my friend, are going to go there. Abby, you're gonna go here. Me, get the fuck out of the way. Hacky, you know what, go there. Idra, go right there. Start your battle. I want you to give all of... Oh, Packy. I'm sorry. But give all of these people a very bad time, please. Actually, no. I can move there and go like this. I can move here.
If
And
I
go
may,
like that. Ha 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 ha. I love that so much.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the...
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Here we go.
Okie dokie.
Was that you? Or...
Will do. Anyone see that?
And now he's on fire.
Anything else?
Let's make it quick.
Whoa! Bad touch.
Let's get to it!
Let's get to it.
Emperor, deliver us!
Hold on.
I'll take all of you with me. It will be done. Indeed. It will be done. I will do my duty.
Let's get to it.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me.
What an unfortunate turn of fate. Will do. On it. But of course. Will do.
Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
My faith shields me.
Hold on.
What the fuck is going on right there?
Don't frighten me.
Let's get to it.
Why did I not foresee this?
Alright, what the son of a bitch?
My ears are ringing.
Okay. Fucking finally.
All
You-
too easy.
Do your job.
Nothing I can't
Voice of
do.
command.
Not a problem for me. Not my specialty.
Oh, you can't? What the shit is
Nothing I
Cassia?
can't do.
Guess what? You get to... Look, everybody... Just deal with it.
Minor setback.
They fucking can't?
And I said, "Are you gonna be my girl?"
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, it is Rob time.
It is Rob time. It is time to get robbed. Wait a minute. Hi, everybody. I see we're doing the rogue trading. I'm glad I can be here again. What are we doing currently in the rogue trading?
We are getting absolutely fucking blasted by people who are praising Zorg in a most heretical fashion.
Cinder. So are you still in the first system?
No, I'm in Footfall now.
Oh, right. Oh, this is the fight in the slum quarter, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember this one. This is a good one.
I am
What
There is
Did
a
I-
lot of fire.
Did I really just do that? Wow.
What'd you do?
I just, for some reason, was able to do held in my gaze, held in my gaze, held in my gaze, and just murderized that fucker.
You had something that re-triggered your action points, like reset some of your AP.
Anything else?
You probably have a skill that, like, for kills and stuff, that's a bounce skill that you have, Psychic Shriek, where it does damage to the adjacent targets as well. The Psychers get out of hand real fast. It's awesome. I see you have a boo-boo as well.
Let me help.
Yeah, some
stand
fucker
in
just walked
recognition.
right up to me and was just like, hey, I don't care that he's fucking blessed by the goddamn... Where the fuck am I? Shift tab. I don't care that he's blessed by the Emperor and everything like that. No, I'm gonna smack him 3 times with my fucking hammer.
I mean, they don't really know any better. These guys can't even read. They were about 20 seconds from being corpse starch anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, now you get to take their shit and shove it in your hold and sell it to somebody to kill somebody else.
Thunderhammer.
Except Thunderhammer is nice.
Thunderhammer is very nice.
If you have anybody who doesn't have armor, like decent armor, and if you have anybody who needs a two-handed weapon, that fight's really dope. Also, you can set things to permanently go to cargo as you move on from them. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I found myself doing that a lot. Thunderhammer Lost Tech. In the hands of these plebeians. So I'm glad you got to Footfall. That is dope as fuck. What'd you think of the way the first system closes out?
Holy shit. They stole the fucking sun.
Yeah, the Dark Elves steal the fucking sun.
So, is the Omnissiah axe better than the Thunderhammer, or is?
So you have to look at the Omnissiah axe that grants a 15 to weapon skill.
Yeah.
And also, I think if you open that up further, the info, he can inflict bleed, but that's all axes. There's something somewhere. Go back. Maybe it's his robe or something that says it. The character will die. Oh, okay. So his armor's kind of out too. There was something. Maybe it's one of the later axes. It must be one of the later axes that you get where it like scales with some of his abilities.
Mm.
But no, that Omnissiah axe seems to have fallen out of your favor, even though you get the bonus, and really you just get the bonus because the bleed attack can be replaced by other things. You've got a lot of good two-handed weapons, it seems like. Which
Also, I love how Abelard still stinks.
is he?
I sent him through the sewers.
Oh well, I mean, he's always just got a little bit of shit on him. Is that like a shotgun in the middle of the screen?
That?
No. Next to the light suits on the right side in your inventory. In the bottom weapon. What the fuck is that? The Blast Wave. Did you get the special edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the special edition weapon. Okay.
Shredder shotgun.
Yeah, you've got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just
you
Abelard is knives and shotguns for me.
You have reached the point of everything is fun. Because now you're starting to get like a bunch of cool stuff. And you're only on the first real planet. That's the other fun part too. But you're getting like a lot of cool stuff. You start getting a lot of cool weapons. You start getting some cool armor, and you start discovering synergies. And oh my god, like that, like when you got to do that triple held in my gaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Ooh, goods.
Ooh, piece of candy. Journal. Location of the base. Enter somewhere in Sector 2 in the Shadow Quarter. Turn off the entrance. You can see through this. Alright.
I will have an alarm that goes off in 30 minutes to remind me to do my laundry, so don't be alarmed.
Everybody, tell Rob to do his laundry. He needs new shorts.
It's about time.
I'm not wearing shorts.
Well, undershorts.
I'm not wearing undershorts.
Okay, have you been hanging out with Ralphie a bit too much?
A, I could never hang out with Ralphie too much. And B, I don't need Ralphie to be naked. I simply need to not be on camera. And that's only because that's what they told me.
An expected result.
They were like, no hot tub streams for you, Rob. And I was like, I understand.
Grenades!
Grenades are fun. Learn to use your grenades. Because otherwise you just get a fuckload of them piled up.
So it's just like, if I have any AP left over and I don't know what to do with it, just throw grenades.
I ended up with so many stimulants and grenades and like med kits and shit that, yeah, I was like, I have too many things. Ooh,
A new challenge
nice
for me?
things. What's that? Is that a servitor just standing there at that door?
Worker.
Okay.
Dark hideout. Loot. Jesus Christ, this is a fucking rat's nest. Literally just says dark hideout.
Ooh. The cult of the Sun People.
Sun
Victory
people,
awaits.
Cast your
sun
eye there.
people.
My warp sight reveals something.
Walk like suns. Talk like people.
Over there. Something of interest.
So what questions have you had since I've been away as you've progressed to Footfall?
The fuck is going on with the skills?
Okay, well, we can get into that the next time you level up.
Weakness.
Because there are so many of them.
Pay attention.
There are.
There are way too many.
I mean, you start to get a hang of, like, what's doing what. You really do. So it's not too bad.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just...
There's a lot
There's
to
a
parse
lot.
through at first. It's a lot up front, and, like, the thing is that for the most part, it's all there from the front. So, like, once you've seen it, you're kind of good.
Follow my lead.
Okay. Hello, Sergeant. Greetings, sir. What brings you here? Did you want to watch us break our backs here? Footfall Utility Crew 3, proud to work for the good of the denizens and guests of the station. What are you doing? Just burning rats, and some trash, and some parasites of other sorts. District's under quarantine, you see, got hit by some nasty disease. Maybe it wasn't disease, just bugs and worms crawled out of some ship or another. It's a bit odd that it happened here and not at the docks, I'll grant you. Things like this usually start there. But they even sprayed the place with some sort of gunk to kill all the bugs and worms. But I guess something slipped through. 2 families in that block way over there snuffed it, and the lead wasted no time in getting the district surrounded, so nobody could leave. How exactly? Something happened? Nope, we don't, and we don't want to find out. Something nasty's cropped up. Recommended to contain it and kill it with fire.
They're doing the right kind of Zorging currently.
Not to go in and see what it is and why it's there. How exactly did they die? Who knows? Found them in our hovels, already dead. Blue sores on their bodies. The snake's something awful. Why the box found them. Didn't risk leaving the corpses. Good on them, I guess. What measures you take to deal with the problem? You're looking at them. Are people trapped in the quarantine zone being provided aid of it? Of course not. I mean, I've heard Reverend Hieronymus been praying for their souls, which sounded like retribution fell upon them, and rightly so. I will enter the quarantine zone at some other point.
It's about time.
Oh, to the cultist's lair. To a warehouse. Like, I'm literally just trying to explore and
The
figure
whispers told me a secret.
shit out.
The first time in football is like a very much an every corner kind of thing. There's a lot of flavor text. There's a lot to like just see.
Okay, so
I love how this is a bar that used to be a fucking like bureaucratic filing office. And the door broke and shit, and they just gave it up.
Compartment of a massive void ship adapted into a living space. Clinking of glasses and numerous voices can be heard. Lovely. Like what? Like oh god, no. A void ship docked, got consumed by the station, and they broke the bulkhead and turned it into a bar.
I mean, you don't need to know how they did it. But that was a part of a void ship that is now part of the station.
Let us see what I found.
Dark hideout. Now let's begin with the cultist's lair. No, there's just
So much
bits,
silliness.
So much silliness, yes. Bits of
What is that?
Bits of okay, I guess I just don't understand 40k lore as much as I should, I guess.
Right there.
Nobody does. It's just very difficult to understand.
The Emperor sets my path. Onward. The Emperor favors me today. Pay attention. Duty prevails.
It's just there's always something
Never
silly and
doubt
over
me.
the top remaining that I'm just like,
new
oh,
challenge
that's
for me.
Oh, there
stupid.
completely is, yeah. All the damn time.
Oh, look at this heresy. Look at this heresy.
Well, that's not good. I like how she just runs up and shoots a guy in the back. Which I would too. Such heresy. Demon summoning. That's not okay.
That is not.
We're going to have...
Of the things that are not okay, that is one of them.
Yeah. Of the many things that are not okay. The many things that are not 40 okay. This is among them. And you are going to have to purge this area of life completely.
Well, if they don't love the Emperor, are they really alive?
I mean, they are, because their meats can be used for things.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Face the navigator's might. I'm
They're not living to their full potential of serving the God Emperor of mankind. That's the problem. So you're going to have them die to their full potential.
Absolutely.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I'm gonna say they aren't doing anything useful with those lives, so it's time for you to make sure they do.
I am a navigator, not as my duty demands.
Well, that just, like, wiped out more than half of them.
Yeah, it does.
I freaking love that power.
I'll do it.
Yeah, Doc asking the right questions. The Daybreak cult is awful. They fuck up things all the time, and they are just shitty to have around. Like, they really make you want to fucking blow them up. They're really good at just being detestable. And that makes it easy to kill them, so there you go.
Faith without deeds is my emperor.
Wow!
In
Argenta,
thy might I stand,
how
and
dare
thy
you?
light I crave.
How very dare you miss
I'll do it.
all of those shots. Argenta!
Doubt is for the weak.
Yeah, she's gonna need some more level ups, apparently.
As the emperor commands. That is
This is why I gave her a flamethrower, because she wasn't reliable with the bullets, so I just was like, what if you couldn't miss?
I will not.
Because Bolter goes thump thump.
Get the heavy bolter. It goes thump, 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 thump. You gotta get like 3 levels up to do that one. The blessed bolter casing is super awesome for her.
The only one I have is Heretical.
Oh,
and
that sucks.
She's not strong enough.
Yeah, she won't do it.
And
she just takes some putting together.
The other one needs a
Guided by
Yeah, use those tactical zones.
a thing to level up. Alright. Analyze. And then exploit. Make him your prey.
I do not miss Scatter Die. Anything that doesn't come with the ordnance template. I like that. That's funny.
And
That's for the tabletop. I like bolters. Bolters are cool. I don't think they're overrated. They're just not as powerful as other things, but they're more powerful than lots of things.
what is the manifestation that just happened? And why is it an affront to the Emperor?
Or
All manifestations are affronts to the Emperor. Smack demon.
I'm not so sure. But of course. Will do.
Also, yeah, everything in the game is ridiculous because it started off as like fantasy was already a cultural critique, and then 40K was like, what if we do more parody critiquing but turn it up to like the maximum amount? And then they switched over and they were like, hey, well, this is really cool. What if we just lean into like all the cool aspects of it super duper hard? And then after we lean into all the cool aspects, let's give up all the parody and critique aspects and just overinflate the prices.
Oh, did you see the, did you see in meme spam a couple days ago. It was a meme of an Adeptus Mechanicus returning to the Administratum, saying, he's like, I have recovered a sacred STC that I think will be of great help to the Administratum. Well, I'm sure it's a great boon to find technology from humanity's golden age, but I'm not quite sure that if it will solve all of humanity's problems. After all, we have 1 billion planets to manage. He's like, this STC is for something called Microsoft Excel. And then it's a...
it's just a spreadsheet, and then the whole administratum's out of a job.
Newspaper headline. Chaos and Heresy defeated overnight, and we had like 40 more legions of Space Marines just waiting for orders that we didn't know about. Holy fuck, pivot tables and Adeptus Administratum.
Holy fuck, pivot table. That's amazing. We've never heard of computer spreadsheets.
Suits my purposes.
Like,
they're still using They're still using Notepad.
Right? Yeah.
I have D&D templates for like Fireball and I have like fiberglass cut clear templates. Like cones, radii, like all kinds of shit. They're nice. It's nice to find your AoE templates.
I will do my gray hair, sure hair.
Even though you don't get to use them a lot.
At your beck and call.
Pink horror, otherwise known as a dirty vagina.
For me.
And they're all squishy and wet too. I really don't like it.
Okay, so he actually has to be in this area.
If I may.
So I do that. And now I force him to do that. And then I just look at him like an asshole.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Oh! It's because of this new staff that I got.
Yeah, does not set the power on cooldown and does not count towards your attack limit. Cool, so you found the Bloodhound staff. It's really good.
Yes, but it's dying quite handedly to Burger.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Like, I don't think this thing actually has gotten a proper turn.
No. A lot of these fights, if you do them right, you can end it in like 1 or 2 turns. Even when there's a bunch of cultists, they're chaff. Chaff dies easy. Chaff is made to die.
That is not the end.
Shoot it in the side of the head. You're gonna want the full effect on him.
Doubt is for the you, my emperor.
Now he's got a bullet in his side.
I'll do it.
And I guess an exploding bullet in his
damn
side.
it.
I refuse.
She's like, 1/3 of the time, I miss every time.
Oh! Oh, I know this from Magic.
Oh, where they split?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
In the Magic, in the Warhammer 40k
Magic
game,
deck, yeah.
in the Chaos deck, there is a pink horror that, when it dies, creates 2 blue horror tokens.
That's their thing. That's like literally their thing. They don't really have much of another thing except being ugly and liking to hit you.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. Was that you? Or
I'm just like, I thought I ended the game. I thought I killed it. Turns out, yes, I did kill it.
You killed it, and then it just gave birth while it died.
Victory is imminent. An exemplary strike. That's not the Seneschal's job. Someone else can do this.
It's not even mid-game. Early game Argenta is like
Reduced to dust.
accuracy by volume or failure.
Pretty much, yeah.
She would eventually become like my top tier, but she started out as more of like, I don't know, basically my like intriguing and fun to use failure.
As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
I was like, oh, she was not great for me until I got her a bunch of flamethrower and flame perks.
Oh, I love how he just came back to life just for me to kill him again. Of course you know them. I recognize you too, lackey to the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of the true God? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears? I am one of the Adeptus Sororitas, and I have never, not once in my life, fled from heretics and betrayers of humankind. Can't you see he's trying to get under your skin? I bet he wants a bullet to the head instead of a bonfire. Smells of a dark future like a noose around the neck. He must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servant of the corpse? Names of my brethren, how many of us there are? Where we are, I will tell you myself. We are myriad and we are everywhere. Soon, very soon. Blah, 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 blah.
Crazy raving fuckface.
Should you encounter difficulties during the information extraction progress, I would recommend precise targeting of ganglia.
I love him.
I love Packy. How do you know Argenta? In another place, she flew right in like a bird into a snare. Salus Prime. What's he talking about? A planet, a place, doesn't matter. I know these heretics. I fought them and was gravely wounded. Never turned from them and ran. Truly have seen me on Salus Prime. Someone among you must know a way to get there. You have your own ship, a navigator. Answer me. Ships and maps, roads and doors. We have them all. But our paths are not for you. The true God spins his web, and you are a fly caught in it. But where is the spider?
Mysteries and puzzles. Fuck this cultist.
You'll know in time. Kill him.
Shoot him right in the dick.
Poof.
Blap. Yeah, they are like roaches. She doesn't get versatility stacks yet. He hasn't leveled her to master to the second level yet. I don't think she has versatility yet. And that's it. That's if you do like the Man-at-Arms upgrade for her, I believe. Little baby revolvers. Arch Militant, yeah. Is she at Arch Militant yet?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so what everybody in chat's saying is to get her versatility stacks as high as possible. Like, focus on just giving versatility stacks. And that will absolutely help her to become a powerhouse. The Arch Militant is not about doing anything if you don't have versatility stacks first.
So how do I get versatility stacks?
Using attacks that are different from their previous attacks. They have to become jugglers, basically. Like, they have to go from using one weapon or one attack type to as many different attack types and weapons as possible.
None shall stand
So you're just like switching things in and out, and read for anything in her skills that gives versatility, and always just focus the versatility, because that'll make her super powerful. Yeah, plasma weapons are a good one because you can do overcharge shots, regular shots, and AoE shots. And then you can also give her the flamer for like AoE and for straight line AoE and pattern AoE. Or you can use the burst fire AoE and the single fire from like this other stuff. It's all the same, really.
Sororitas boots. Whenever they kill 5 or more kill 5 enemies in a row in 1 turn.
So that's good for any of your chaff clearers, but she is not one of those.
That would technically be her then.
She doesn't even have boots on. Yeah, it's perfect. Anybody who
have gloves. So
and then just throw her, if those are grenadier's gloves, just toss some grenades in her butt pocket. Yeah, burst, run and gun, single target, wildfire burst. That is the way that Durburger would always do it.
Burst, run and gun, single target, wildfire burst. Okay.
But like, there's a bunch of ways you can stack the combos up as you level her. Just pay attention to all I'm saying is pay attention to versatility, and always take the opportunity to let it grow.
Okay.
It will lead you to great victories. Yes.
Nice.
It is really nice, though, for real.
Now, Donde the front door. Well, hello, Whacker. You are welcome to join us if you wish.
You behold me, Whacker. You've beheld me in my splendor and glory.
He's been hanging out with Ralphie a bit too much. He is Robert No Pants.
He learned that shit from me. I'm the one who taught Ralphie how to take his pants off, damn it. Ralphie was Ralphie Big Pants before he met me. Ralphie 4 pairs of pants. I took them all off, and I took them away. Now he has no pants. And alarm.
Go do your laundry.
I'm gonna go switch the laundry. Whee! I'm also taking this with me. And by this, I mean my headset.
Ah, so it can be annoying to you while you do your laundry.
Yep.
I have come.
Hi, Whacker.
I have also arrived.
It is a Whacker.
Yeah, man.
Hello, Whacker.
He has also arrived aroused.
Kingpin, my guest, what a joy it is to see you in my humble refuge. I see you've come here to be introduced to the truth. So which will you choose then, words or fire and metal? I already know the answer, heretic.
Question?
I always love these options. Abelard, would you kindly inform this bandit's vermin that we've come to execute him?
My first playthrough was a what is it? It's not Iconoclast, it's not Heresy, it's the
Dogmatic.
Thank you. Dogmatic. So my first playthrough I did Dogmatic, and I was like total fucking full send 100% Imperial Creed, like Emperor's rule is the right, like all the way with Daddy Emperor. And man, I use so many of those options, and they're so good every time, because Abelard's like, that's normal. Like this is what a person ordained by the.
This is what I was born to do for this person.
He's like, I'm literally their herald of doom and destruction, their right hand man of a 1,000,000-person void ship. Like, this is what I do. I manage their empire. And like, I just be like, tell the rabble who I am before I send them to hell. It was so good every fucking time. You never get over the power trip. It's so awesome. It's like being it's like being the Inquisitor in what was it? Dragon Age Inquisition. That was a part of that game I really loved. How you could just be like, I am the powerful one. Get fucked.
Shit, that's a core memory there. When was that game released? It was like 2008 or something like that?
No.
Yeah,
I thought it was Next Generation. Ago, man. I thought it was Next Generation. It was 2014.
All right, I will Google.
The Google pauses, shall then be eyes consulted. Half closed and proclaims
Google foo.
Clear high Gothic, auxilio non venens. Help will not come. The maw is closed. The premise expanse is on its own.
Okay, you are. Yeah, we're thinking of two different games, Rob. Origins was 2009.
Oh, you were thinking of the first motherfucking one?
Yeah, I forgot that Inquisition was.
Yeah, the first one was. You said 2009?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't realize it was that late in my high school career that game came out.
Oh,
but
fuck off! I can't tell you how long I've been out of high school by that point.
I was in my junior year of high school.
Okay, so I need to get over there and turn on the ventilation.
Look at all the fartonium that's in here.
Yeah, and it's gonna hit me 10 damage around.
God damn it, Bo.
Not if you have a poison. Like you can check what kind of poison or whatever it is.
Toxin.
See if you have See if you have a antidote, toxin antidotes in your any stimulants. I mean, like this is when you can start checking and stacking those things from your inventory, and you learn kind of what to keep around and what not to keep around. Especially if you start playing with people who play with Nurgle, because they've got just the heebie-jeebies. Like, they will give you gonorrhea syphilades by looking at you and blowing a kiss.
Look, the Nurgle people draw their powers from the YouTube comment section, alright? It is no.
They just go for the most toxic section of humanity. The comments on YouTube.
Oh, you have cancer.
All I'm hearing from you right now is like that all fucking Nurgleites spend time on 4chan. Like,
I mean, I think that's what spawned Nurgle.
Nurgle was born from 4chan. It's canon now.
It is. Yeah, man.
We've discovered it. Nurgle was born on 4chan.
God damn it. Why must I be blessed with such knowledge?
I have read tales of military
because
tactics.
you were there when it was written.
I mean, we're all here right now, right? Although technically, okay, so. Oh, by the way, Doc, I'm only going to be here for like 15 minutes or so.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
So, I confess I was a goon.
To you, my brothers and sisters.
I was a something awful goon, like 2000, like, early 2000s-ish.
I mean, I was on 4chan and Reddit in like 2005, 2006. Like,
yeah, I'm talking before this. Like, this is
back when
OG shit was.
Yeah, something awful.
But of course.
I was around for the awful phase of R50-50. 50% something horrific, 50% something amazing.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that was an awful time to be alive, let me tell you.
There were other abominations in Reddit that we will not speak of that were even.
Oh, there was, yeah, no, there were no rules, and because there were no rules, the worst parts of humanity could fester. Like literal, like criminal shit.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, it was. Oh god, that was bad. It was bad, man.
Why did Avelard not get a turn?
Brace yourself, Abelard.
To everything, turn. There is a season.
Yay! Thank you for taking out your own dude.
Brother Robertus, I have not seen hide or hair of you lately. What have you been up to?
Hang on, I'm looking for drugs.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I'll do it.
On. What did you say? Burst, run and gun, single target, wildfire burst. Okay. I fucked that up.
I am his will
Oh,
made
things
manifest.
are on fire, Doc.
Yes, they are.
As the Emperor commands, this is why I
But
was
the question
chosen.
is, could they be
Doubt is
more
for the weak.
on fire?
They could.
This is unacceptable. I'll do it.
For you, my Emperor, I will
Can
not.
you add more DACA?
Faith without deeds
That
is
was
worthless.
exactly what that turn there was.
Yeah,
That
I
was
saw.
me
but
adding
can
most,
you-
if not all, of the data.
Can you add more though?
I'm certainly trying to.
Okay. That's all we asked for.
Dare you?
Suits my purposes.
That's all you asked for. I want to see them spit in their mouth.
You gotta spit on that.
Yeah,
Blair.
spit in his mouth.
You got a hawk too.
Disrespect and destruction.
So
Hold
now
him down and plop that loogie right between those lips, those
Oh,
culty
Jesus.
lips,
Rob.
and then shoot him in the head.
Why I was chosen.
So Rob, what have you been up to lately?
Being unemployed and sad.
Well, fuck, man.
But things are going okay at home. We actually
Okay.
we had a minor tragedy this weekend. One of our chickens got eaten, and that really sucked. And I'm really upset about it. But
Coyote or something?
raccoon.
No shit. A fucking raccoon?
Raccoons are vicious toward chickens and will actually pop their heads off and leave the carcass. And just do it like for fun. I hate raccoons.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds like a raccoon.
I have several. I have two cinder blocks that I have to put on my trash can outside the house. Otherwise, those fuckers get into it and have a golden corral every goddamn night.
Yeah, the last time that a raccoon was in my backyard, I got an air rifle specifically so that I could shoot them within the city limits.
Emperor,
Did you get
give
a?
me strength.
Is it a CO2 powered or is it a brake barrel? Or what?
It's a Gammo spring, like plunger, spring powered.
Oh yeah. So because those can almost put out as much energy as like a
20. So it's 22 caliber, 1,300 feet per second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you insist.
It'll go right through their head.
Yeah.
And it did. Fuck that raccoon.
Yeah.
I took that raccoon's memories and splattered them all over my yard. I hate them.
I share your dislike of
duty go
trash
hand
cans.
in
They
hand.
are shit creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not.
Like, I know there can be ones that are like friendly and nice and shit, and some people do that. But like,
Tried and tested tactics.
Default raccoon mode is shit goblin mode, man.
Yeah, default raccoon mode is fuck with my plants, fuck with my animals, fuck with my trash.
Get in the garbage.
Mm-hmm. So I have taken to fighting upon them. But yeah, we lost Miss Owl, which was really shitty.
How many chickens do you have?
We had 7, and now we have 6. So we had Miss Owl, then we have 3 Rhode Island Reds. They are Gina, Lipstick, and Minnie. We have.
This is adorable.
Yeah, no, I love my birds so much. I don't like other birds really, but my wife wanted chickens, and we got chickens, and then I fell in love with my chickens. They're like what if big dinosaurs and little cats had a baby?
Yeah.
They are like little dinosaurs mixed with dumb cats, and they're pretty awesome because of that. I love them so much.
I'm assuming you get lots of eggs from them.
We get at minimum, not necessarily in the winter because they don't lay well in the winter. But during like the peak parts of the year where it's like warm and they can get outside a little bit and stuff, and there's lots of sun, like between 6 and 10 a day.
Oh, lovely.
Oh shit!
We can.
It's not worth it to offset the current price of eggs. But if you're like a hobby farm person, you want an animal, then it's great.
I refuse.
But hang on.
Well, that's legitimately like part of stuff. Well, I mean, obviously not
Stop
losing.
that.
Of their death, we shall know them.
Doc.
Jesus Christ. How many fucking shots do you have?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
The answer is yes, Doc.
If only that were possible.
There we go.
Wonderful.
Join me in prayer. That is not the Emperor's
This
will.
game's been out a while now. Yeah.
Yes.
Like a year and a half.
Like a
something
year?
like that.
The pain
Yeah.
will subside.
Year and a half at best. It's really not been too long.
Quiet.
I will say that amongst, I'm not really a 40k person. Like the extent of my exposure to 40k is I played Dawn of War and 1 and all of the expansions, but that's honestly it. I can't claim any more than that.
Memes.
But I will say that the Legion picked up on this big time.
Yeah. No.
Well, anything made by goes well. Like anything made by the Owlcat publisher or developer rather tends to be pretty good. Oh, sorry.
What else have they put out that I would know?
They did the Pathfinder stuff, like Kingmaker and all that.
Oh, I did not.
They're very good at they're very good at adapting settings and bringing them into like bringing them into a new medium. So like they'll take a tabletop game or a board game or something. They'll take a franchise and make a really true to the aesthetic, true to the like
Alrighty.
intent of the property, and give you a chance to play it. Like this is what playing Rogue Trader is like. Not perfectly, not with like all the void ship stuff and all the freedom.
Okay.
But like this is what a campaign of Rogue Trader would more or less feel like.
Okay.
They've
They've only gotten better, yeah.
We've got some level ups here, Robert.
All right, hit me, baby.
One more time.
Hit me as many times as you wish.
So
Master Tactician.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my officer.
I see. Yeah. Let me see your officer stuff for a second.
Noble officer, master tactician.
Bring it down. What's bring it down do again?
It's
hover over that.
That's right. Extra turn.
Extra turn and fellowship. So these guys are really stupid fucking powerful if you get a lot of fellowship going.
Which I
is a core attribute. Yeah, you would. Let's look at what some of these abilities you have are.
I
just
need to probably upgrade my fellowship a bit more, but yeah.
Voice of command. Yeah. So you're all about handing out turns and abilities.
Yep.
And like getting the synergies right. And I see you picked some of the same things I did. Getting these synergies right will make any of your units a tank and always make it so you have a turn to pass out. It's great. So let's get back into it with the Master Tactician combo. And let's look at what you're up against here. You're getting 1 talent. So let's read our talents. And this is the slow part of the game, is the leveling up. What have you found yourself lacking so far? Stay in the talents. Don't scroll down here. These are base skills. We don't want to waste this on a base skill.
What does tactical advantage do?
So tactical advantage is like your main resource, like your combat resource for these motherfuckers. If you look at that tactical advantage square right in the middle, or at the top rather, it's the first 2 things is you get that press the advantage. So 1 stack of tactical advantage for every 5 momentum gained by the Master Tactician or their allies. And you begin with tactical advantage equal to your fellowship bonus. But look at how you now spend tactical advantage. The only way you have to spend it right now is this. But it's 4% damage per stack. And then this Inspire one is loses half of it. So you want things that preserve your tactical advantage stacks or give you more. So this just helps you gain advantage. Do you find yourself hurting for like ability to hit or healing or anything like that?
Passing out turns, I think, just with the difficulty, with the difficulty I'm on, which is like normal. I think it's just, oh shit, tired. Getting into
That's
I don't
funny.
know, extra damage, accuracy.
Oh,
okay.
My alarm is going off, gentlemen. I need to depart.
You must depart.
I must.
Everyone, tell Whacker he is a very nice person, and we enjoy hanging out with him, despite how much we shit on him.
You, Wacky.
I enjoy hanging out with all of you nerds as well. Robertus, it is good to hear from you, brother.
Thank you, sir. I am around a little, not much, but I am around.
Well, that's better than the alternative.
Yeah, I haven't been around much lately, so.
Yeah, and it's understandable. So,
yeah.
All right. I need to depart. You gents have a wonderful time playing, and thank you to all of the yahoos in chat. I'm not looking at chat. I don't even have it open, so apologies there.
I've got it open. Somebody's said that the PlayStation 3 had an system update.
PlayStation 3?
Yeah, I think it's an end-of-life system update.
Something that nerds it. All right, I gotta go. I will talk to you guys later. Take
Bye,
care.
Whacker.
See ya.
Yeah, I actually had a 360 system update like within the past 6 months, and it was like an end of life. We're turning off the 360 store update, and I was like, oh well, makes sense.
Huh? Look at that. Anytime anybody uses an item, they gain +2 tactical advantage. The fuck is finish the job?
Personally, I would go for things that either preserve your tactical advantage or let you gain it more quickly.
Like, I was looking at this against all odds. Just gain gain additional stacks at the beginning of combat based on the number of
what's like
enemies.
hidden advantage?
I just operate at +5 stacks.
So think about that. +5 stacks for your press the advantage.
That is free. That is free permanent +5 stacks.
So look at what +5 would do to your first ability.
Press the advantage.
The next attack to deal +4 additional damage for every stack of tactical advantage.
That's 20%.
And loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage rounded up. So even if you had 0 stacks, you would be able to give 20% every time with press the advantage, and you could never lose those 5 stacks.
This is also my attack, not attacks I give out, right?
Yeah, their next attack. Inspire's the one where you give out damage. So that's +5 damage and +5% additional damage for 10 stacks of tactical advantage.
So,
but you lose half.
But so hidden advantage. That's half.
You're halfway. You're halfway to always having those stacks.
Okay. Alrighty. Now we are on to Little Miss shoots a lot.
Versatility. This is where we look at how to get her more versatility faster.
Always begins with 2.
That's kind of nice.
Entering combat gains. Ooh.
That only helps her. That only helps if you're using weapons and ballistics. So a lot of arch militants use melee and bullets, but that's hard to make work because then you got to put points into both sets. So try to avoid with her putting points into weapon skill because you don't have a weapon. She has ballistics only.
Tendable.
And then one thing you can do is look at your versatility marker at the top. So you gain +3 weapon skill and ballistic skill for every stack of versatility. So you're more accurate every time you get a stack. If you have 4 more stacks, you deal extra damage, and it is triggered by using attacks of different type. Gains valid attack types are single shot, melee, blah blah blah. So then when looking in here, I'd say look for anything. Oh, she does have the heavy gunner perks, but that's only if you want to go and make her a heavy weapon specialist. You don't even have access to those yet. Yeah.
Accustomed to glory.
I find that the recommended ones aren't always very good. It just does that because they're like simple or easy sometimes.
Yeah, and it's just like going ahead and getting 2 versatility.
You're halfway to that 4 bonus if you just have 2 at the start. But remember, you can like spend versatility as well, or I think lose it next turn, and will not count towards the cost of this ability for every. So you can make this ability free with enough stacks of versatility too.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Okay, and then I think what's Arms Master? Nope, not melee attacks. Yeah. So that one awaiting orders is if she's receiving buffs, your people get refunded an action point when they buff each round. It says the first person, but you'd have to have somebody who's just dedicated buffing all the time to make that work.
Hello, my player character.
Yeah, then you get an action point back as long as you're buffing her.
Which is usually what he does unless Abelard is closer.
What's Crippling Bless? Any ranged area and ranged burst attacks reduce the weapon skill of all enemies hit by 10? Okay, so that makes them weaker, but it doesn't help with versatility.
Yeah.
What's Discipline? Oh, that's really specific, though.
I am giving her extra turns anytime that that my player character or Cassia can.
So is that like every other round, probably?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you'd be getting an extra stack every other round, but we might be able to do better. What's flash fire? Oh, well, that... Okay, so this makes it so you
that
need...
reduces wildfire by...
you need 9 stacks to get to... Instead of 12.
Yeah.
To get to a cost of 0. That's pretty nice to use that for using that ability. Yeah, you need other skills for those last two.
That seems pretty good.
I know that I took flash fire. I will say that. I know that I took that one.
Always ready. Yeah, Der Burger is singing. Der Burger is saying...
Always ready was definitely one that I took.
And
yeah.
Flash Fire are very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think...
I know there was one that, like, made it so your versatility was better, and then there's one that, like, makes it so you don't lose versatility as easy or something.
Oh, we'll figure it out. I like that adaptability. That's going to be fun.
But you lose it at the end of every turn. I forget how you lose versatility stacks.
We'll figure it out. Flash Fire. I think that's going to be...
Oh, Der Burger, it doesn't go away. Okay. So you can't lose versatility stacks. My bad. So that you only gain them. I didn't remember that they weren't a spent resource.
Flash Fire.
Yeah. Because once you get to 9, it's just free the whole time.
All right. This is Grand Strategist Cassia.
She's dope. The zones can be really, really annoying to be setting up all the time, but my god, in the big boss fights, they help so fucking much.
I've also, like...
You could also just go straight into her fucking...
Warp shit.
Warp shit, yeah. That is not a bad choice, ever, just for the record. I'm pretty sure I mostly made her a warp fiend. And she is by far my most powerful character in that first playthrough. Wildly by far. Like, I don't even bring her sometimes because it was so unfair.
No, Der Burger. Like, I've been doing a bunch of stuff with, allies that are targeted by the Navigator's power. She technically gives out extra turns. She's technically an officer. Undamned.
What one? Yeah, she gives turns.
Yeah, so under my protection and Veil of Protection, like...
Yeah, that would do that.
Warps, Veil of Protection, gain armor.
She has so many good things that, like, you could pick anything here and probably not fuck it up. So this one is like... Tenicity's one of the only bad ones, in my opinion.
Every even turn, she gets an extra action point.
It's just a constant bonus, ebb and flow. And then, Mind Over Matter, I think, was really good.
All resistance with their willpower.
Yeah, so that's any resistance test goes to their willpower, which should be her core stat for you. So
70.
Anytime she has to make a resistance test, she gets to make it at willpower instead of whatever it's supposed to be. That is an amazing defensive feature for her. The zones do count as buffs if it is a zone that affects an ally.
All right.
Sorry.
So I've got Bounty Hunter pack.
Oh, you went Bounty Hunter with him. Okay. I like that. I didn't do that. I think you're on... Yeah. There you go. That's everything. Early Pascal, I definitely pushed for his little biotic abilities, like to give him more Yeah, he's an operator.
Yeah.
Operative, that's what it is.
Interesting.
He starts as an operative, yeah. It's supposed like operative is to me is more like lightly armored spy enemies, but he comes in as like a tank. It's really weird.
Yeah.
He's made for that shit.
I'm literally throwing him out in the front line just because he can deal the fucking damage.
Yeah, and with Wild Hunt and stuff, he can probably get in and get really versatile with shit too. But I always looked at his robot abilities, his Mechanicus abilities first, to see if there was anything in the Mechanicus stuff. Because he does have
all of his shit.
All these special thingies.
All of his protocols, yeah.
Yeah, and above that, there's the homeworld ones too, which he's got like some good shit in there too. But that one's good if he starts wearing heavy armor. That one's really good if you have him using plasma all the time. And it counts for power weapons too, so you can have like a power sword eventually and plasma weapons, and it does both. Or you can set him up as a fire guy. And the persistence of the forge makes him like really, really hard to fight. Like he gets basically single target fights. He's super effective. And then this basically turns him into
it scales with something. Toughness.
What does?
No, Der Burger just highlighted.
Yeah. He's right. But the calculated relations means that you don't have to have a fellowship person around when he's around, because he'll use his int, and you should have like 100 int with him. You just dump points into his int constantly, probably.
Pretty much, yeah. But that kind of feels like a waste of a talent.
It is if you always plan on having somebody around with fellowship, which is your guy. So like, you don't really need it because you always have a fellowship character now.
And it's just like, I think I've gotten most of everything.
The things that you want from those protocols for now. Yeah, then head back to the bounty hunter.
Okay, gruesome kill. Whenever prey is killed, all enemies have their agility reduced. Ooh.
I think there's one that like lets you get auto crits or guaranteed crits somewhere in here. That one's nice. Share the spoils. That way it doesn't matter who kills what you marked. He at least gets half the bonus.
What is catch? Critical chain. Cut to the chase.
I swear there was something in here that lets you like you can set up crits. That Pearson ruin's really nice. That's just movement. There must I must not be remembering where there's a critical ability for him, or like something that raises his critical chance, but
It's damage. No, that share the spoils pretty good. Yeah, everybody's going to be piling on. That's very true. Alright, so I've got Vanguard, Abelard.
I really like some of those ones, like getting a cover that he has and scattering that shit. Because like if you ever find yourself out of position, you can always bring him in and get people to safety. Or if you ever like suffer a crit that you didn't think you were going to take. It's just kind of nice.
And I'm just looking at all this. Vanguard has... He always has at least some temporary wounds.
Yeah. There's things that can give him wounds every turn. Temp wounds every turn, so... It is certainly good for him.
And he gains plus temp wounds. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Plus strength.
Mm-hmm. You can make him very powerful. I made him like virtually indestructible in mine. He was literally an amazing tank.
What was it that I was looking at?
Probably resilient or enduring shield. The one that gives you at the start of every turn temp wounds.
They gain 11% parry and armor. What does that scale off of? 5 plus tough.
Yeah, and I went hard on him for toughness. Like, he was my toughness, and strength was his secondary.
His fellowship. It's like, I should be yelling a lot. Oh, and he has... Oh, that's because of the stench.
Sewer aroma? Oh my fuck. I love that that's what it's called.
So, after he after he takes a bath, that's actually going to go up a bit. This number's actually going to go up a bit.
His fellowship, yeah.
I think. Right?
If it's damaged right now, yeah. It'll go up as soon as you go back to the ship.
But yeah, it's like that just spreads everything. That just spreads extra armor around, right? And that's good, right? How do I... Each attack against them gives me an unyielding. You know, I'm actually just... Additional +6 temporary wounds. Just... Suck it up. There we go. Just taking that. And another bounty hunter. Share the spoils. Alright. Now that we have that lovely distraction out of the way. Gimme.
Some of those level ups, especially when you get the right abilities, can just like drastically change the next 3 hours of gameplay. Like, you might have been like, oh, I've been struggling with a fight here and there, and now like you just start breezing through some of them. Oh, he got that stank juice.
Yeah, I've had some of that happen a little bit, and it's like I think now that I know this game a little bit better. I may respect some characters just to be a bit more optimal
And you can
and not
very easily.
stupid.
You can do it on the ship with the merchant guy for
Yeah.
essentially free, I'm pretty sure.
Alright. You know what? Let's save the game. And go talk to him. I wish to enter the quarantine zone. No dice, not gonna happen. We're not letting anybody in. I'm telling you right now, bribes, intimidation won't work on me. Don't even try. You can file a petition for Liege. More corpses to burn. I want in!
Follow my lead.
Donde, the warehouse. There's goodies in there that are rightfully mine.
These goodies seem to have my name on them. You're just holding a Sharpie behind your back.
Yup.
Stop. There.
It's about time.
Oh, look at all of these explosive barrels. It's a shame someone left these boxes full of stuff around here for me to steal.
Cast your eye there.
But is it stealing if it was mine in the first place?
It's not stealing if they can't prove it. And once it goes into your hold, it never comes out.
Now you're thinking with warrants of trade.
Yeah.
Victory awaits.
Technically, Winterscale owns football. He's too drunk to even notice this stuff's missing. He's dumb and we hate him.
We are doing some creative some creative asset redistribution.
Yeah.
Lord Captain, I believe that's called theft. Strategic tactical wealth redistribution.
Yeah. Strategic transfer of equipment to alternate location. That's what it is.
Strategic what?
Transfer of equipment to alternate locations. Steal.
There we go. Okay, I'm too tired to put
I got you.
together.
I got you. Now you've learned 5 new words that spell another word.
Alright, I do believe there may be some lady that may join my crew and also potentially a space marine here, maybe? I don't know. Strategic capital relocation. Why did I just shudder like a motherfucker?
Because your brain is running on empty.
I am very running on much empty.
I won't tolerate
There is
weakness.
no full in here.
Oh my, this place has so many colors. Every shade I can imagine is floating in the air.
Colors, you say? Next, she'll be asking us to
His
take her
tech
on a
use
tavern crawl.
failed.
Spare me.
Oh,
He
because he has a
An ouchie.
he has a boo boo.
Yeah. Well, that was a chance gone. Gonna have to reload that one.
Yep, that's the save. Like, I see him every time I load up the fucking game in GOG. I see the dude in the fucking power armor. I want the dude in the fucking power armor because he seems like an absolutely hilarious guy. Also, I want Henrix back. He was a fucking absolute
Hendrix is dope.
goddamn fucking powerhouse.
He's pretty dope.
Also, I loved that, I loved the boss fight. You're just like, yeah, I've never seen the Sanctioned Psychers, fail a, Veil Degradation roll. Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, some of the crit fails, basically, that have happened.
And here feels nicer to breathe.
He failed.
See if you've got anything you can give him.
I have
Then
to
he'll
go
stop
back to
failing
the I have to go back to the ship.
I don't remember if there's a fast travel for getting back to the ship or not. I don't think so.
There
Yeah,
we
he's
go.
he's at least a chapter or two from Astartes.
Oh. Okay, so we succeeded.
Good.
So it seems that the life support has been tampered with.
Well, that's not great. Goods.
Good.
Stuff.
I love the highlight everything. I love the highlight everything button. It's just.
I played with it on. Like,
how do is there a toggle for it?
I don't know. I don't remember, but I basically didn't do anything without it being present. It might be a toggle. Accessibility, maybe. Or it could be a down. Yeah, hang on. Auto pause.
No.
I did have it set to pause when a trap is detected. That's pretty useful.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see here. Check accessibility.
That's
No, it doesn't have that.
Display.
Graphics. Controls, maybe? Damn, nope. Lame. Highlight objects, just tab.
Yeah.
I guess
feel
you
like
can't
that
keep it
really
on.
Should be
A toggle.
a toggle.
I wonder if I just
Because-
held it down the whole time.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing.
Excellence matters.
Yay.
The dirty bar. Toxic waste that sawdust. They're just feeding people sawdust.
Yep.
Sometimes
there's
passed
a
off as
mod.
ordinary or nutritious starch.
I think there's a mod for it. Okay.
I might have done that, Durber, and I just don't
That
remember.
might be a mod that I have to download and enable.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, named character.
Rough day.
Oh, named character time.
You have no idea.
I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
So in my game, this lady became my lesbian lover.
Diary. Falco sends his regards.
Because of course.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out.
So, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Dari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, Shireen.
Just pure ego and audacity. She's amazing.
I'm going to respond audacity with audacity. I am Fidelto, envoy of
here's to
House
our meeting.
Valencius.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself. It's
Is
always a
she
pleasure to
French
make the
or is
acquaintance
she
of someone
Creole?
powerful. And the timing couldn't be better.
Yes.
Jai Haidari at your service. Professional trader,
Little column A, little column B.
commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
Perhaps.
I have heard a great deal about how open-minded the members of the von Valancius dynasty are, and Lady Theodora especially.
What cargoes?
Goods of incredible rarity, Shireen. But it's not just that. 24 of my people lost their lives in the impenetrable emptiness of the void to acquire them. I cannot leave their families with nothing.
Ordinary smugglers do not dress so ostentatiously or behave so brazenly, and they are unlikely to spoil the mood of the liege of Footfall with their mere appearance. When lost many people to obtain these rarest of goods. And back she turned to Vladam Taraka, patron of the cold trade of the Expanse. Her cargo could be nothing more than Xeno artifacts, creations of the enemies of humanity branded with heresy. Are you asking an ups?
I thought we were on the same page from the start, Shireen. Please accept my sincerest apologies if that is not the case, and allow me to explain myself.
Is this the rogue to my traitor?
You would have become, shall we
Basically.
say, complicit. But since those illicit words did not escape my lips, you would hypothetically be agreeing merely to help me recapture a few containers.
She is like
And if
rogue,
the Ashi
rogue,
suddenly
the
decided to
rogue,
thwart our
rogue.
plans, then all the void dogs would be unleashed
With
on
a
me
splash
and
of traitor.
my sincerest wish
And
was
titties.
to protect you from any unnecessary trouble, Shireen. I
She's the
swear
titty
by
rogue.
the exalted one.
Because most games have
as many
one.
as you wish, Shireen. Trust is the
Now you have
key
two,
to a
really.
successful endeavor. You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on Footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye.
God.
They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladimir, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Haidari's property carries certain risks.
You want me to be an enforcer?
She's like, I need muscle because bad things have happened
Appears
to
to
me.
be a serious operator on Footfall. Liege's refusal must mean the loss of a potential ally. So Jay is encroaching on his turf. If Vladimir is not responsible for the disappearance of Jay's cargo, he'll certainly benefit greatly from it. Vladimir wants to keep your cargo out of your hands, and I want to put him in his place. Look, I've been a rogue trader for all of a week. I don't understand what that means, but I do understand being a noble and people not giving me the deference that the God Emperor himself gave my family.
And therefore, hood rat shit.
May the exalted one bless you and your progeny.
Therefore, hood rat.
We shouldn't be seen together.
Yeah, therefore, hood rat shit.
I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route, so I won't be spotted.
No, like honestly, like some of these options are assuming that the player character knows more about being a rogue trader than potentially the person playing the game or the people around them. They're just like, you're a rogue trader, you should be acting like this, and you've been a rogue trader for essentially all of a week. You don't like know what you literally just learned that you were the heir for a rogue trader dynasty. 6 hours later, you were the rogue trader.
You were also, like, depending on your background, you could have been a high-level, like, criminal operative, like, running a syndicate, or you could have been, like, a military commander. Like, they would have been a very known quantity to you. Like, no one doesn't know what a rogue trader is, for the most part. Like, only the most backwaters of backwaters don't know what a rogue trader is, because they're so, like, well-known. So you have, like, an idea, especially coming from certain backgrounds.
From what I've seen, if there were comic books about fantastical personalities in the employ of the Imperium, rogue traders would have the pulpiest of novels.
They would have, like, the swashbuckling pulp novels, yes. And Inquisitors would have the crime trader,
so you don't know how to act or what to do, like a what in the cinnamon toast fuck am I supposed to do kind of thing.
I mean, depending on what your background was, because you might have had a background that was like very reserved, or you might have had like a big commanding military background where you would have.
I'm a noble officer.
Yeah, you would have met rogue traders previously in your past life, guaranteed. You were part of the elite,
both as a noble and an officer. Probably.
Yeah, you're part of the elite. Like, you would have met them all the time.
Right.
And it would have been a big deal every time. Like, you would have had to be kissing the boots. But yeah, your guy would totally know. So, but there is a difference in
mentality.
Well, in a player knowing that. Like, the player, like you said, you don't necessarily understand what it is.
Like I know.
But the game and the character do.
I know as much of 40K as I have consumed in memes, and from listening to the Magistratum Mundanus.
Yeah, and that's a good amount.
Anarchic
Abelard cut off his balls. Exactly. He'll do it. He'll do it with with gelding scissors and smile the whole time.
Look, look, the rogue trader said that he
needs your balls.
And by the grace of the God Emperor, who gave him the authority to say that, you lost your balls.
Yeah, you are a eunuch now. Congratulations.
That was barely a challenge.
They deodorized cheap vodka. Hello, Georgie, or Grody. Like this spawning over something. What happened? Here I go again, pouring my heart out. Unluckiest man in the Imperium. Born. I don't care. Here it is. My undoing. Authentic booklet titled. It was designed 1,000 per centuries ago. Please tell us more. Such that the creators. It's a book. Lovely. keep listening. So he read a book about how great this place is, and then he came here.
Yeah, literally. It took him so long to get there, and so long after the book was written, because like the architecture was supposed to be like this crazy, unique project, never before seen in the Imperium.
It took him
and
107 years of real space time to get here.
Yeah, it was about the architecture, and it took him so long to get there from the other side of the galaxy. It didn't even, like, the project was never finished properly. So, like, he just never got the news that, no, this place is not.
A dump of the place.
This place has been a dump.
Exquisite portico, metal anthills clinging to columns, marble tiles pilfered by paupers to use as cladding.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's been a dozen years since I came here, and I haven't recovered.
Literally, it was supposed to be like a palace, and it became a detritus space station.
Can lie and cause pain. Does it mean that all I have ever read about will one day disappoint me? Being an architectural historian is what happened to Footfell not part of its history. Its current appearance, slums fused together with the remains of majestic palaces, is a unique phenomenon. It would be curious to observe if other places have taken it, thereby solidifying it as a new style of architecture if it remains a local. My word, you certainly know how to provide an unexpected perspective.
In 12 years, he hasn't figured this out. 12 years of just being like, oh, and just you came in and fixed him in 5 fucking minutes.
I just want to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozen of years I spent on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story. I skipped over most of it, buddy. I don't even know what the fuck you said.
No one has hung around him long enough to have a conversation of more than 60 seconds with him. That is how shit this man is.
Tell me about the places these riddles lead to. Farmfinger Bridge was supposed to go through the center of the district. Now avoid towards the neighboring asteroid. Stealth catchers would be somewhere there. Second location. The Lantern of the Green Cathedral, blah blah blah, da, da, ba, da, ba. That's all I know. Good luck to you. Have fun. Have fun storming the castle. Think they'll make it? Not a chance. Most of what that guy said was drowned out by tinnitus. Mop. Mop. The menu system for the Adeptus Amicus, the bar, looks eerily similar to the design of an internal scan of a fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient times. Wow. They are.
My house would be proud of me.
A soft hissing can be heard from the depths of the furniture. Yoink. Oh, hello. Fuck's happening here? Someone high. Oh.
Yeah, what about it? Oh, in the game.
Wait, what? They are streaming a moon landing. Wild.
What? Oh, that's cool.
I love how he's dead standing up.
Oh, did the guy T-pose basically?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look at him.
Owlcat games also tend to have like a bunch of weird little glitches and shit.
No, that's just Owlcat.
That's just Owlcat, yeah.
I am the rogue trader, and I have come to steal your... anything that's not nailed down. Not steal, it's mine.
It's not stealing if I claim eminent domain.
What you got?
Stuff. There's a bunch of guaranteed stuff.
All of it.
Yeah, give me everything, please.
I really don't care what it is, it's just mine.
It's purdy. You can
Look,
always
I can
take it.
afford it. And
You can
it's
always take it
mine.
from her and then sell it back to her.
So she wants heretic trophies, Xeno artifacts, and jewelry.
They will have overlaps, and some will offer more than others will. So try to pay attention to like who offers the most for certain items, and you can check everybody all at once with your merchant on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, that I've found her, he maintains a contact with her.
Yeah. But okay, so I'd have to get to level 4 to start getting some of this shit.
Yeah. So you'll have to look for opportunities to take people's shit.
And I can't even afford some of that shit. So, I took your shit. Thank you. Oh, hold on, Ryza. Who are these boys you work with? Dip-a-dip-a-doo. Terribly noble of you. The handing of sacred technology by laypersons uninitiated in the Alan-sized priesthood is a Category 8 blasphemy. Incriminating evidence of profane acts perpetuated by the unit named Old Ryza has been recorded for use in future judicial proceedings.
Yeah, he's like, I hate this and I'm watching you, but I'm not allowed to do anything about it. He's like, I know who you are. Don't you fuck up.
Oh! The old rascal. I thought he croaked in the mines long ago. Oh! Oh, the guy I let live.
Yeah, what about him?
So I get a 5 profit factor discounts on pirate goods.
Oh, good. That is very nice.
That is fun. That's wild. Interesting.
It'll make a little bit of a difference in the long run. Especially as you get like sometimes you can get more bonuses that are kind of like that. And they'll start to stack up. I don't remember which ones do it, but you can make a pretty penny.
Damn tough life full of toil and strife. Oh, I let that guy live. That one guy. The only guy who survived standing in my general vicinity for more than 35 seconds. That guy. Yes, Sierra. That's 100% it. Okay. So I actually just kind of want to go to the docks really quick because I want to go to the void ship so that I can get rid of all of my boo-boos and then go to sleep.
You're like, and then I need a nap.
Yes, I need an 8-hour nap. One might call that a sleep. This is my ship, right? No.
It can be if you want it to be. That's really up to you.
No, I'm legitimately wondering where the fuck it is that I need to go.
It's just a dock. It's a dock over. Go one dock down. You're there, and you need to be in the middle.
Challenge for me?
Oh, oh, hello, Lord Captain. Interrogator, leave something in your cabin. Thank you for the concern. Greetings, Interrogator. Only make sure it depends that I disturb your peace once more. Then I contact my mentor and report the traffic events. According to their findings, this time yours. By order of Lord Inquisitors, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Chronos Expanse, the rogue trader of House von Valancius is to take on board an angel of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort. Yay! All I got from that is that riddling ourselves. The snitch won't be. I can't really say no, can I? You wouldn't mind translating the torrent of verbiage you just unleashed upon me? Deemed that my presence aboard your ship and in your retinue would significantly be more beneficial in the fight against heresy.
He said, "Dumb it down, Henrix."
Can't really say no, can I? The sanctioned psyker with the Rosette right here for free, no less. The other rogue traders will be positively green with envy.
For free? Oh my!
Welcome, agent of the Golden Throne of our ship. Take a fun. This is funny. This is dogmatic. That's heretical.
How silly would you like to be?
I went silly.
Excellent. Sleeping is heretical.
Cassia actually legitimately enjoys his company. Like he's an actual like learned fucking person.
He is. He is the most learned.
All right. No. Actually, go away. I want you.
The Inquisition isn't a secret police, but what they do is secret.
Okay. Yay! Void ship bridge. We are going to Sava the game. And we are going to go back home.
I won't tolerate
and get some nappy and a milky.
Yes. Yes, I need to go Betty by. But first, the officers need to complain about shits to me.
The officers need to whine.
Daddy needs to go put the babies down for a nap.
Wee.
Abelard needs a nap, and Packy needs to get an ice pack on his head.
Packy got a boo-boo.
Jesus Christ! Just randomly,
everybody?
she just stabs herself. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. Tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel, except there is an issue you need to be made aware of. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I want to double check the route to Dargonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out and can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas one after another and saw the same thing everywhere. Warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless.
Basically, the fucking universe changed shape.
Yup.
Like all the paths, all the ways to get around, gone.
Warp storms are enemies just like heretics and demons. It is a shame they can't be dispersed with a flamer or a bolter. Now we have certain problems with the astropathic communication. It's not a coincidence. Disturbance in our way. Lord Captain, it is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means we need to locate the key worlds of Von Valancius Protector as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Dargus, and Kiva Gamma. Charting new routes can be reached and restoring control to the necessary of the consequences of losing the worlds. Bad shit. Only rely itself and their capacities are Janus does not have a fleet of its own. Pirates, cultists, heretics, Xenos prey on them. A rogue trader with no protector to back them grows weaker. You are rogue trader Von Valancius, successor to Theodora, one of the most influential women on this side of the mob, but you must also be new to the business of governing. I'm a noble bitch. Many will doubt your competence, blah blah. If the faithless decide that your worlds are easy prey, that is good. We will find enough enemies, blah blah blah. Tell me about Janus. Agra world. Under its leadership, the world has grown even more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping its workforce tightly controlled. Kiva Gamma, industrial world, managed by Governor. Features a manufactorum. Lovely. That's definitely not good. That's definitely very good for the atmosphere and environment.
Look, we've got tons of planets, all right? You can just... Some of them you're just going to scrap, okay?
I testify that Kiva Gamma is a world marked by the Omnissiah's patronage. By his grace, the manufactorums of the colony are inhabited by committed and industrious machine spirits. Mistress Ptolemy neglected to mention that Kiva Gamma also supplies heavy machinery, from forge harvesters to vessel systems and components. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capacity. A pleasure to be of service. What I need about Draconus. Jargonus is the heart and soul of the Protectorate and administration. What's your opinion? What should we go first? Agra world. We need food.
You need lots of shit.
I am concerned by rumors concerning Kiva Gamma. No problems on Janus for years, with something wrong with the industrial world right now. May cost us the entire planet. I do not trust. Losing it would laughing stock of other dynasties. Other issues. That is all. Okay. And with that, saving.
The training wheels are taken off.
Well, yes, and then I am going to go back to the station because we just needed to have a brief little get together up here. Once more within the oh, and I got more of those shits. We're gonna go here. Hello, everybody. Thousands is lowballing it.
I think it's more than... Depends on the ship size, I guess. I don't remember what frigates are.
I could comfortably. Is a vast region of space, or your flagship doors, studying anomalies. Got it. I think it's about 100K. Just
I don't remember. It'll say it
how
online.
Fucking laissez-faire they are with some lives.
Yeah, I thought it was like 500,000 to 1 million people, but I just deadass can't remember.
Anyway, I deadass can't stay awake, so...
Yes, wish this man a good night.
Yep. I will be seeing y'all next week. On the 10th, we're going to have a special guest star coming in from Parts Unknown for the cooking show.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm going to have a special guest, and then I'm going to show him around the town. And they're going to
stay tuned for special guests.
And they're going to explore and have fun, and we're going to make bacon-wrapped burgers. Bacon. So...
you had me at bacon.
Yes, I had me at bacon. So, with all of that, ladies and gentlemen, my special guest has been...
Me! Kokum Rob.
Kokum Rob. Say goodbye, Kokum Rob.
Goodbye, Kokum Rob.
And this has been Doctor Who's the Chef, and thank you all for joining us for Doc's Tired and Kills Heretics, the fun variety hour. Remember to stay safe, stay sane, suffer not the heretic, and hail, hail Cargonia.
Hold on. Land of stolen things, obey the quartermaster, unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo techs push freight. Our enemies in disarray. All hail Cargonia.
Get back to work.